Alright, welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3, where Lae'zel is still large. Last time we found a kid called Oliver, and we also rescued Roland. Now we are going to go back to Moonrise and see if perhaps we can uncover a bit of information, like perhaps sneaking into places where we've not yet been allowed.
Don't waste a step.
Yeah, so this whole area has been open to us, as well as the dungeons. The rooftop is one place that is not open to us, but I'm hesitant to go there, because that's where General Thorm has gone, for the time being. But there are also some rooms on this upper level that we weren't allowed into. I seem to remember there was a door that we tried to pick with Astarion, and we couldn't get in, because the DC was ridiculously high. But perhaps with Karlach's, Cat's Grace giving us advantage, it doubles the chance of us opening the door, which we would need a nat 20 for. So I'm going to give it a try with Karlach. Seeing as last time I was in here, Z'rell did some BS by detecting us lockpicking through a wall, I am going to save my game right here before I do anything. Lever. There's also a locked door here, but I kind of want to go via the outside first. Right.
Come on, let's go.
Close this door, Karlach.
Quiet.
It also looks like we could get up around the side here. To what end, I am not sure.
Shouldn't be too hard.
Oh, this door is going to be hard, Karlach. DC 30. Yeah, so I'm going to give this some tries. Maybe 6 of them, because I have 26 Thieves' Tools. There we go.
Waiting with bated breath.
Right. How's my stealth? Dexterity, duh. +3.
Wanna dance?
Karlach. I assume you're not proficient either. +3. Do you have Blessing of the Trickster as a trickery domain? Cloak of Shadows. Become invisible if you're obscured. Lasts for 2 turns. No, you don't get Blessing of the Trickster in Baldur's Gate 3 as a trickery domain cleric. Huh.
What to do? These boots have seen
Oh well.
everything.
I guess I will try to go by myself. Okay, so there's a guard dog in here. It looks like that's about it. Maybe I can get a surprise round on it. Squire, General's Warhound. Oop, game's auto-saving.
Stripped of flesh, the Warhound is formidable. Spectral eyes meet yours as it growls a challenge. And then it hesitates, gleaming muzzle sampling your scent as if in recognition.
Huh. Snap off my best salute. No. Oh, I'm so tempted to let it sniff me, because I wonder what that will entail. Seems to recognize me. It's wagging its tail. But at the same time, I can't risk it alerting Ketheric somehow. So I'm going to give it a snarl of my own and hope to scare it. Will it turn hostile if I use friends on it? I mean, I shot it anyway. Fuck it.
This is not a creature easily cowed, but something in your display gives it pause. The growl withers to a whimper, and the hound turns away, sheepish.
Huh. Okay.
Can't slow down.
Well, it does seem to recognize me. The closing this door seems to be a hostile action of some sort.
Better be cautious. Out of sight, out of mind.
Just want to be a little bit quiet as I'm going here. Apostle Diary. I'll read that in a minute because I have a sneaking suspicion this will turn hostile when Friends wears off. Just letting it wear off. Nope, you're still friendly. Okay, so we've got a locked chest. I doubt I have a key. I'm gonna have to get Karlak in here and hope that it doesn't attack her. Bed linen. Desk. Attracting drow exiles. You can read it if you want by pausing. I'll read this one because it's shorter. Most of the text has been scoured away by time, but what remains appears to be some sort of ritual incantation. Your white ribs the pillars, your bleached skull the dome. Take on the apostle's final form, cathedral rot of blessed bone. Maybe Shart would know a bit more about that. You two can stop sneaking now, I think.
Out of sight.
Yeah, can you give that a read, Shart?
What do we have here?
No.
Action, not reaction.
Please, Zell. Any chance of you knowing? Nope. And
Let's march.
Karlak. Don't have high hopes for you.
Is that blood? No. Never mind.
Okay, so we have this chest right here. Ooh, General's bed. I want to lay in that.
That might be worth a look.
Ah, loose planks. Elder Brain Domination. This one's longer, but I'm going to read it. Confidential. Dictated to scribe Yanthus by General Kethric. Young Gortash's plan to enslave an illithid Elder Brain and make it our marionette under control of the Crown of Karsus has proceeded almost without flaw. Barring the slight delay while our Ballast allies sorted out their leadership conflict, the weak point must surely be the sharing of the Netherstones. It is necessary to secure my engagement and that of the murder cult, but especially it's certain to fracture our fragile alliance. Clearly, all three Netherstones must be controlled by a single leader, me, by preference, but not until after all the stakeholders have made their essential contribution. Gortash fears that, energized by the dark energies of the Crown, the brain we now call the Absolute, will eventually metamorphose into something new and more difficult to control. If he's right, the need to invest the power of the Netherstones in a single wielder is urgent. Even more so in that Enver Gortash, at least, must be thinking the same way. So, an elder brain that we now call the Absolute, huh? Interesting. Pretty big as far as revelations go. Don't think I can talk to my allies about what I just read, unfortunately.
Greetings.
Nah. I'm not going to check all of them. Missive from Gortash. General, given what we know from my research about the Gith artifact, I can't emphasize enough how critical it is to be recovered. The power that artifact contains can boost our own efforts to unforeseen levels, but if it falls into the hands of enemies of wit and persistence, it could bring down all of our plans and schemes. The body of our handpicked captain for the artifact raid wasn't found in the wreckage of the Nautiloid, and I'm not at all easy in my mind about that fact. Find the artifact, employ rigorous means, do not fail, Lord Gortash. Well, it is the hope that we will foil you through our own cunning.
How much further can I go? I'll take that.
Invasion plans for Sword Coast, Baldur's Gate, rich fertile land, Eltergard. Yeah, Ketheric seems to have his eyes on a pretty broad range of places. Right, and now, Karlak, pick this lock, please.
Fiddly things.
There we go.
Never a dull moment.
Letter to Ketheric. My darling husband, I know my time is drawing near. I don't want to leave you. I don't want to leave our little girl, but I'm not writing to lament our lot. It's ours and no others. Though the city of judgment is dark, I know Our Lady's light will find me even there. I will see her shining spires and walk the silver gardens we've both dreamt of. I go to my reward, and leave quite a task to you yet, my heart. Seluna's, interesting, light shines bright in our little one. She will need a guide to keep her on that path. I have no doubt that she will keep you on yours. It is the same path, Our Lady's path, and one day I know it will bring you both back to me. Only not too soon, I hope. I won't say goodbye. There is no loss, only temporary separation. How I love you. Forever, Melodia.
A letter from Ketheric's wife. Sounds like she loved him. Very much.
Yeah. Cloak of Elemental Absorption. Absorb elements. Absorb elemental damage once per short rest. Take half damage from I'm having a stroke. Take half damage from the next elemental attack targeting you, and deal an additional 1d6 of that element type on your next attack. Interesting. Okay, so you're wearing that cloak of protection. I think I will give that to Karlak then. Yeah. And then we can dye that black and furnace red. Oh, I have that. That's right, because we use the same dye. Yep, there it is. Yeah, I wonder if we can go and talk to Jahir about the fact that we learned what the freaking absolute is.
What path lies before me?
Well, it's best we leave this room before somebody comes in and finds us. Let's close the door. I doubt it's going to cover our tracks completely because the dog is slightly hurt and because we stole some stuff. But I think it's important that we do that anyway. Let's just hope Zarel doesn't use her freaking X-ray vision again.
What's hiding here?
Right, back out we go. Don't mind us, Zarel. I just forgot the moon lantern last time I was here. I had to pick it up. There are still some rooms that we have not explored, but I feel like that is some pretty damn good information. Right, Jahira.
Seems like a good moment to talk.
The shadows haven't consumed you. Good. Then speak.
Huh. I cannot tell you that I learned what the absolute is. Well, how did the Harpers first learn of the absolute?
The same way hoppers learn of anything. poking noses where they don't belong. We sent an agent to infiltrate this cult. The latest fad among the city's bored nobility, I thought. Until that same agent returned and tried to plant a knife in my neck. My first encounter with a true soul. I'm glad ours ended on friendlier terms. From there, I made some inquiries of my own. Saw firsthand how easily the cult could turn friend to foe with but the twist of a tadpole. And so I gathered my harpers and came to the source. Moonrise Towers.
And I've heard your name before. Where did I hear it?
Ugh, some crusty ballad monger, I expect. They have me slaying gods, or laying with them, depending on the bard.
So which was it?
There are as many versions of a tale as there are people to tell it. Let that satisfy you. And anyway, the heroics of old have done seemingly... We fight, we die, and we just hope that when our time comes, there is someone else to take our place.
I didn't skip that dialogue, by the way. It did that on its own. And let me guess, I'm quote-unquote someone else.
That remains to be seen. Criterion number 1, make Catherick bleed. Criterion 2, survive that thing in your skull.
Well then. I'm yet to find information about how I might break the magic on this tadpole within Moonrise. I suspect I'm going to have to work a bit more closely with Ketherick to get that information, such as doing the mausoleum, getting his relic. So yeah, let's pop back here. Let's start heading this way. Might be a good idea to investigate the House of Healing first, because again, if we get rid of the Shadow Curse, that might help us a lot. Waning Moon.
That sign above. This must be a brewery or distillery.
Yeah, might as well make a little bit of a detour, see
Maybe
what supplies we can
flagon of
scrounge.
something curse resistant.
Yeah, let's see what supplies we can scrounge up while we're here on our way to the House of Healing. Ban list. Barred from entry. The following ex-customers are unwelcome. Do not let them in, even should they beg, especially should they beg. Martin Doty, human, Chuggenrod. Adam Smythe, lascivious behavior, also known as the Pickle Incident. Jerengoth Thorm, she knows what she did. Kevin Ort, tall dwarf, exceedingly boring. Exceedingly boring, that's the reason they're banned, okay. Syra B, short half-elf, vomited on the waiter, purposefully. Unknown elf, pale skin, snide mouth, referring to the master distiller as a person publican. That sounds familiar. Rochelle Quark, halfling, groin punching. Jan Von Don, suspected alias, grotesquely tall human, underpants on head. Okay. Just gonna save. What are you? Legendary resistance, incapacitation. Yeah, I'm playing on Tactician, not Honor mode. I actually can't change the difficulty to a higher custom or anything like that. So I'm wondering if you're going to get legendary actions, and I'm seeing that legendary resistance that's there. What in the nine hells are you?
Son of Thorm! Son of Sword Coast! Go on! Cheers! Bottoms up! Go nuts!
He's bloated like a corpse and smells worse. Did the curse do this?
Let's have a look at what's in this tankard.
Leaning in, you can see how the creature's skin barely holds it together. The bulge of its belly is on the cusp of bursting wide open.
Near to bursting. The next few sips could be his last.
Go on, drink! Make it drink! Be drunk! You and I both! To our good health!
Sure, what the hell, why not? Just gonna pour some of this potion into my drink. I hope you don't mind.
The liquid
Everyone
burns your
approves.
throat as you swallow, but otherwise you feel no ill effects.
Elixir! But such a small sip you take. Fear not. You will soon quaff as I do. Now tell me the story. A fable, a saga. Delight me.
That's your Mind Flayer Vessel, Druid's Grove, Goblins, Devil. That could be an interesting one. It's the Arcane Tower in the Underdark, I think. Grimforge. Ooh, Persuasion. I am much better at Persuasion than I am at Performance. I am the favored vessel of an unknowably ancient creature. I'll probably describe my dream to this guy. You know, I could probably get away friends on this guy. He seems pretty inebriated. I might consider that if I have to do more of these checks.
A deal most sordid for powers profane. To sign away your very self. Compelling. You ask, you drink, then you amaze and fuse astone me again.
So who placed the curse on this land?
Father Ketherick created, Father Ketherick sustains. Bring it in, toss it down, love it up.
Yup, down the hatch again. Resistance will add another d4. That's a cantrip. Concentration. I think I could swap it out with guidance on my next check, though. Why the hell not? Good thing I have a lot of bonuses, although I don't think it's going to be enough. Not nearly. Let's inspiration roll again. Yeah, there we go. That's more like it. Everyone approves again.
body rumbles as the vile brew fills it, yet your mind remains miraculously steady.
More stories! Tell me of foes felled, villains vanquished, beasts bastard.
Yeah, a lot of options again. So ripped apart winged imps spawned from the fires of Avernus. Honestly, even though that's like one of the most basic ones, that might be the most one of the most compelling, because I was actually in the hells when that happened. Howlbear, Ragslin, Phase Spider Brulette. Ooh, Lava Elemental, that could be interesting. This one also. Yeah, I kind of like this one. I bested an Inquisitor, a dreaded champion of the Lich Queen Vlaakith. Really, really not rolling well, but I do have more inspiration. There we go. Gosh, it's like Rav was built for this series of checks and saves. I didn't consider it when I was building him, of course, but sorcerers being proficient in con saves and then also having high charisma.
I'll drink to that! We drink to everything, but especially to that! Bravo!
You know, I kind of like Thisbald. He's fun.
Question, make your query, and drink once more.
How do the thorns sustain the shadows?
The spirit of the land. More drink.
All right, down the hatch. Add resistance again. There we go. I'm very, very good.
Each swig is as painful as the last, but you remain in otherwise sound mind and body.
I know you. I knew. I know. I am knowing. You want Father's personal, mysterious secret. Secret? No. Not never. Father said, ordered, commanded. Don't say it. Don't say it. Cage. Her cage. Talk and perish. Die. Buried. Buried in Thorn Tomb. Father told me. I can't perish. No. Nay. Neither. Too strong. Too.
Yeah. So that went well. And also we got to learn an interesting piece of information, her cage in the Thorm Mausoleum, where we're looking for our artifact. That artifact might be this her cage that he was talking about. Lots of ingredients and, of course, alcohol. Rat bat.
If I dare.
Something over there.
Madeline's ledger. The words "for the attention of Dark Justiciar Natasha" are written across the top of every page. This is an excerpt from the last page. Morning, day 15. Sisman Nowak, okay, said Ketherick wouldn't hold on to Moonrise Towers for long at this rate. Evening, day 18. Imani Atakani claimed it was unfair that the Thorms had the cushiest jobs. Night, day 22. Mark Jacobs. Benjamin Blanchett made jokes about the Thorms, especially Lord Ketherick. Said that he was a misery guts, a weeping nutsack, and discussed exactly how his wife would have liked it. Okay. I know what Mark and Ben said was just plain awful, Lady Natasha, but they're some of my best friends, and I've never heard such talk out of them. They were upset over their wages being cut, and were the drunkest I'd ever seen by midnight. I know it looks bad, but hand over heart, you've never met two gents more devoted to Our Lady, I swear it. Different, more elegant script appears beneath it. Our Lady of Lost would be proud of you, Madeline. Do not worry about Mark and Benjamin. Myself and your two gents are simply going to have a little chat, I promise. Don't know why, but I feel like that will be important. Right, well, we did get that key from Fizzbald. Horn key. Is that the one from the Tiefling, actually? No, that'd be weird if it was from the Tiefling. Probably picked up from Fizzbald and just didn't notice.
Wanna dance? Can't I just
Well, your
break-
fingers can dance as you unlock this, Karlak. Meh.
All's well that ends, well, not as bad as it could have.
Send that to camp. What's this I've got right here? Oh, that's from the potion.
Light on my feet.
Research notes. They describe a powerful venom extracted from a rare purple worm. Distiller Thizzibald Thorm sought to create a fatal poison using the worm's gullet. He procured several parts of a worm gullet, but rinsed one in error. The poison he brewed was noxious, but not fatal. Thizzibald devoted months to formulating a deadly poison with the remaining ingredients, without success. After exhaustive experimentation, he was able to make a near-deadly extract from the glands. But to complete his poison, Thizzibald required one last ingredient, the petals of a corpse rose. The book's index reveals corpse roses may grow near tombs, mausoleums, and particularly redolent cadavers. Thizzibald enlisted a courier from Baldur's Gate to obtain corpse rose petals and other ingredients and deliver them to a covert location. Unfortunately, a deep purple stain darkens the final page, obscuring the parcel's destination.
So, brewer of both poisons and alcohol, then. Focus my eyes. What kind of ableism is this, Baldur's Gate 3? I clearly only have one eye, although you can't see that I'm blind in the other one. Mentally separate the blank ink from the purple stain. Guidance. Yeah, I'm good.
Your mind separates the black from the blue, revealing the stash's location. You mark your map as a reminder. With the corpse rose petals the package contains, you might create Thizzibald's purple worm poison.
and then probably forget to use it. Evidence as to me forgetting to use things. I have all these scrolls still that I keep saying I want to use, but keep forgetting to use. Ah, another locked chest.
Attention. This'll be fun.
So we've got a trap there. Guidance. Punch drunk bastard. While you're drunk, no, we're not gonna be drinking in combat. Disarm, please. That was close.
Come on.
I've got a long road ahead.
Chest, some ingredients. Ah, more chests. More ingredients. Okay, that's probably just his ingredient store then.
Room for more.
Something over there. What's that?
Aha! Some more potions. More potions I would probably forget to use if I had any intentions to.
No traps, please.
Fun fact, in Baldur's Gate 3, there is an achievement where you take a long rest and you solely use alcohol as your camp supplies. This place is the place that I looted before I got that achievement, because I just managed to pick up so much alcohol here that it was enough for a long rest. And so I got that achievement and I was greatly amused. I'm not doing the world's most thorough search of the place, I must admit, so I'm not going to be getting nearly that much this time, but I believe I've actually got a very good number of camp supplies at the moment. Yes, this was a fun little detour. I'm sure Rav had a good time drinking with his pal Thizabald. Yeah, we should perhaps continue heading toward the House of Healing, which is actually to the north, I believe. Yes, yes. Oh, those are just leaves.
What's that?
I thought that there were like coins up there or something. The camera is being mildly uncooperative right now because it doesn't like these tight spaces, I guess. Okay, what do we have here? Don't really know yet. Gotta go up a bit higher. Ah, so this is the House of Healing then.
Looks like a hospital.
Good news for us. There could be some useful potions inside.
Or the loot that we're
Here to
looking
see the
for.
doctor? Are we poorly? Are we desperately poorly? Oh, not so well. But well enough to wait. Join the line, and you will be seen.
Well, I'm sick as a dog. Dark compulsions addle my mind.
Let me check. Let me check. What's the primary symptom?
Everything. I lose control of myself and kill without command.
A unique disease. One which has never passed through this institution before. The surgeon will be most interested in you. Down to the theater. Be swift. Be saved.
I don't think I trust this surgeon to operate on me, considering the state of the receptionist and the other beings that are corrupted by the shadows here, but it's an excuse to perhaps investigate this place unhindered. I can have a word with this surgeon, maybe talk him to death like I've talked the other bosses here to death.
The objective of the Scalpel Sisters is to soothe. For the scalpel indeed is an extension of Shah. See how the patient reacts when I but stroke the right nerve. Hear its comfort, hear the very melody of mercy. Pray, sister, show us the extent of your beneficence. Stop. Stay your hand, for it slaps where it should stroke. We can hardly hear the patient's sighs of solace. Perhaps it is our unexpected audience that makes you quiver. Come, step forward. You are no sister, but that matters none. Every student is welcome.
Not really interested in learning his ways, but I'm going to say this anyway because it might progress a conversation somewhere useful. A student, yes. Do please enlighten me.
Absence.
Absence. No other word captures the heart of Shah so very perfectly. It is the scalpel-led journey that leads from pain to peace.
A stinging truth, but a truth nonetheless.
See? What is the light of eyes but the cancer that causes one to witness the laceration of being? If light is the symptom, then darkness is the cure. For in light there is presence, but in darkness there is absence.
In light is presence, in darkness, absence.
But you, look how the succor of Shah eludes you. See how painfully present you remain. We do not wish to see you suffer so. Let us cure you.
You know, now I'm kind of wondering what this conversation would be like if you were actually playing as a cleric of Shar. Might have to try that in a future playthrough. I'm very curious about what Act 2 would be like in that regard. I know we have a cleric of Shar with us, but she's not the one who's helming the conversations and whatnot. The sisters aren't ready. They'll make me sick instead of curing me.
Their incisions are, as yet, still streaked with imprecision. That much I must concede. How to steady their hands, I wonder.
I misread that like 5 times in a row if you're wondering why my cursor was lingering there. My brain was having a hard time parsing this for some reason. They need a better subject to practice on first. Not a student, but a master. High DC, but I'm very good at this.
I see now. By example, I must edify and quell the light that blinds us. Come, sisters, soothe me.
Well, that also went very, very well. That will keep the scalpel away. Battered loot. A loot with the initials AC meticulously carved into the body. Art Culla, perhaps. We did notice that his fingers were calloused, as if he played a stringed instrument. And this is where he was sent. Surgeon's Subjugation Amulet. Once per long rest, when scoring a critical hit on a humanoid, the wearer can paralyze the target for 2 turns. That is very nice indeed. Oh, I forgot you have this as well, but, well, we have Shadowheart with us. She's casting aid with the 2nd level spell slot to get all of us, so it's not very useful for you to keep wearing that, at least for the time being. So, there, you may have that. I might give this to Astarion when he's back in the party, because I don't intend to have a Shadowheart with us forever. But for now, she is with us. But yes, that's where I'm going to end off this episode. We managed to kill 2 Thorm bosses just in this one episode by talking them to death. But yes, thank you all so much for watching. I hope to see you in the next video. Goodbye.